Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I am Eustace Farmer, and in today's mod showcase I'd like to feature transport trailers. I was pretty disenchanted with the transport trailer that comes with the game. It could be a little fussy. It really doesn't work very well as far as loading large equipment, so I went in search of some good trailers that actually played nice with mods and in-game equipment, and I've come up with these. So that being said, I'm featuring these using the in-game vanilla equipment because I believe that a mod has to play well with the provided equipment first. And you know, because as we all know, when you start putting, say, modded trucks with modded trailers, or you start combining different mods, there can be some incompatibilities. That's expected. That's something that, you know, you can work with. You know, you remove one mod in exchange for another, or however you like to do it. But I also want to use the in-game vanilla equipment because I have some great modded tractors and trucks and harvesters that I would like to feature in up-and-coming future mod showcases, and I don't want to spoil the surprise. So you're hearing some engines running in the background, I'm sure, and that's because I've got all this over here. So we're going to use this as part of our testing to just show a little diversity in what these trailers can and can't do. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go right into the store, and I'm going to show you what each of these are. Let's go over to miscellaneous. Okay, so the black trailers, obviously right here, are Trailtech. The Trailtech CT220 TT is the small one. TT means tiny, tiny. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what it means. That's in Trailer Tech. How's that? Duh. And then we have the Trailtech CT3200. Both are the same price. So, and then we have the Gale trailer, or Gale trailer. It's a low loader version American, $97,500 or pounds, whichever currency that you're working with. I like to keep it on the British currency because we're working in, you know, in the British side of the world. So, okay. So that's those. So let's get right into the Gale trailer. Here's one feature about it that I gotta say I'm having a hard time getting past, and I don't mean to start off with the negativity right away, but I think you're going to see what I mean. You need to have HUD hider, the HUD hider mod when you use this particular trailer, and I'll show you why. Press Alt-H and bring our stuff back. There you go, folks. It's got a long list of features down the left side of your screen, as long as a sheet of toilet paper. So it seems to do a lot of the same things that the other two black trailers do, the Trailtech, but this seems to separate it a bit more. And this one also, one of the features interferes with the same button that brings up my field status, and that's to here, let me get down here. That's to raise and lower the support feet on the trailer. So right back here, I think they are. Let me go ahead and, well, I have to get in the truck obviously first. Not looking too smart here today. Bear with me. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the rear support feet. See, it's the asterisk on your number pad, and it brings up my field status generally. Excuse me, clear my throat. See if I can. It's a long trailer, but I think you can kind of see the movement going on back there. See those on the lower right corner? Let me see if I can get that for you. Right there. Right down on the lower left side, right in front of the little ramp. Watch the... Okay, so when the ramps are down, those support feet support the end of the ramp. So that's not a huge problem for me, but I mean, because when the support feet are down, you're loading. When you're done loading, you hit it again, and everything troublesome goes away. This map, this little menu deal on the left side, however, you have to, go in cab. Switch it over to cab to get rid of that. So if you forget and leave it on trailer, you're going to be like, whoa. So it has a lot of features. It's a very well-detailed, very nicely made mod. I got to say that. And you can choose whatever colors that you want. Do I have my flashlight on? Is that the sun? Okay, that's the sun. So, I love the wood boards on it. It's really, really nice. It looks very authentic. You can also adjust this little piece up here to go back in half and third increments, it's said. So you can, nudge a little more room out. It's a nice little added feature to have the toolbox up there, because most transport drivers would have a toolbox, have your ratchet straps and wrenches in and all that. So really nicely made, well done. So let me go ahead and jump back in the truck, and we'll get into some of those features again. Okay, so the first one, it's button 5 on my control deck. I use the Trailtech steering wheel and control deck, the farm simulator version. So you'll see the supports come out first. See, they all come out like Pinhead and Hellraiser. And then you'll see the wood ramps pop on there. So have a sip of coffee while that's going on. Okay, so you can narrow the platform again by hitting button 5 again. The keyboard keys will come up if you don't have the control deck, but because I have control deck, it changes it to those. Okay, so to press Z on the keyboard to lower your ramps, and then keypad 5 to, see if I can get back there for you. This will increase the width of the ramps or decrease them. Okay, so here we go. So when you get a nice little wide track deal there, you can adjust those. Okay, so add or remove extender ramps, keypad 7. So there's the little black supports that come out there, and the boards, I would think, will pop on in a second, or maybe not. Add or remove boards. Okay, so now, instead of automatically popping on, you've got to add the boards. So if you're going to use the extenders, I don't know why the boards wouldn't automatically come on, because you're not, in real life, going to drive a tractor over those sharp steel pegs. So this button, in my opinion, if I'm going to be picky, this is unnecessary. It should just pop on like the main bed boards did. So you can, let's see, add or remove small ramps. Those are going to be towards the front of the trailer, up on the gooseneck. Keypad 9. See the little black ramps that appear there. And then you can also adjust the width of those ramps as well. Enlarge and narrow small ramps. Plus. All right, there's enlarge. Let's hit it again, and it'll narrow them. Okay. Okay. So that's that. Now the portresses, did I read that correct? Yeah, portress position. If you look up at keypad 0, move portress by half or 1/3 increments. So it's 0 and period. So you're going to look at that little steel support here, or partition. There we go. So that's the 1/3 position. And then the 0 key is a half position. So, yeah. So it has a lot of features. I think it took a few more buttons than necessary. But, anywho. Now, another feature on this one. Let me have a look here. Yeah, see, the front support legs automatically come down when you disconnect, which is great. Authentic but not. That doesn't happen in real life. You usually have to, either you have a hydraulic button in your truck, or you go out and you do the old crank and put them down yourself. That does not happen on the black trailer. On the Trailtech, you have to manually put those down before you disconnect. Otherwise, the trailer hits the ground, and you cannot back underneath it. You'll have to reset it, or bring a telehandler or a forklift front loader to lift it up. So that could be a little bit of a pain. But again, in real life, if you're playing realistically, that's the first thing you do before you let your trailer down. And if you don't do it, the same thing's going to happen in real life. So all depends on how realistic you play. All depends on how forgetful. If I'm embroiled in the middle of something and I'm rushing around, yeah, I might forget to do that. And then I'm going to have to go and get something to pick it back up with. So that's not the modder's problem. That's my problem. Okay, so we had a look at this one. And we're going to put some equipment on there. Let's go ahead, since I started yammering about the Trailtech one here, let's go ahead and have a look here. So this one also folds up rather nice. By the time it's unfolded, well, even as you see when it's folded, the usable bed space on this trailer is the full length of the Gale yellow trailer. So it's significantly longer to start with. It even makes up for the little portress space up there on the gooseneck. You're not going to miss it with this trailer because it makes up for that and then some. Okay, so as you see, the menu is a lot smaller. So button 5 to unfold the lowboy. And you're going to see it has this nice little animation where all the supports come out. There's no wooden planking on here. So this is not a great trailer if you're going to haul a whole bunch of like seed pallets or wool pallets or something like that, because it's got this rail system in the middle. And it does have, I guess you would call it a collision on it. It does react to things that you put on there. But that's not really what this is designed for. So there you go. That's unfolded. And then let's see. Let's lower the ramps. Button Z on the keyboard. Now, if you try to take off with the ramps down, like the miscellaneous one that you get in game, the orange one that comes with the game, you can drive around with the ramps down. This one, you're going to feel it. You really can't. Okay? And also, that's the same thing with the support feet. If you don't put those up, you're going to have a heck of a time with that. So button N, let's go ahead and raise our support feet. And let me get in closer so you can see that. I didn't do a good job illustrating that. There we go. So if you look at just before the gooseneck of the trailer behind the rear tire of the truck, you'll see those going up and down. So you want to have those up. Put them back down before you disconnect. Excuse me. Okay. So move the ramps. You can adjust, again, the width of the ramps based on the size of the wheelbase on whatever you're putting on here. Very nice. See, one button. Much shorter list. I really like this trailer a lot. I don't like the look of this trailer as much as I do this one. So I might keep them both. I'm not quite sure yet. It's kind of a little redundant, but all right. So add back supplements is keyboard button B. So that puts those little deals there. It also takes away these, I don't know what you'd call it in the middle, those little like chain link come-alongs, and puts these frames in the back here. So you can put something just slightly raised up on there, or it also, well, it's got a locking script, so it's kind of a non-issue. I was going to say it kind of nestles whatever you have on the front there. Maybe something on the vehicle you have in the front may have a high hitch on it, and it interferes with whatever you're putting on the back. So if you raise the implement in the back a little bit, that might help alleviate that. So that's my guess. So if you're shaking your head and rolling your eyes at me, please tell me why in the comments section. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And then button 10 on my control deck locks and unlocks the load. So very easy to use. Not too much searching if you're doing things on the fly. So here's the smaller version of it, the pup. So again, let's go ahead and hit button 5 and unload it. Unfold it. Button 5 on the control deck. There we go. Great animations, nice and smooth. Okay, so let's lower the ramps. Keyboard button Z, as it says there. Okay, so again, lower or upload, it says support. So lower and raise the support there. We just put it down. I'm going to raise it back up because we're going to be doing some business with this one. And then let's go ahead and let's move the ramps. Let's see, button M. So we can nicely adjust the ramps. And anywhere you stop, it'll go the opposite direction, which is great. Awesome. So we won't be putting anything with, like a harvester on this one. So, okay, there we go. We'll adjust on the fly. And then I showed this one in one of my Iron Horse Farm episodes. I like to use this one for the Kloss harvester because the header does not have a built-in trailer attachment. And be honest with you folks, as I said in that video, I'm kind of done with the header trailers. You got to really be spot on when you put them on there. And even the ones with a locking script, you have to have a tractor hooked up to it so you can lock it. Otherwise, it can lose balance and roll off upside down. You got to reset it. It's a real pain in the neck. This one here, you bring your header up, drop it on here, hop inside your truck, lock it down, and it's not going nowhere. So put your bales up here and lock them down, whatever. If you like to manually load bales, you can put them on there, or you could put them on the Gale trailer. A whole lot of bales with that. But there's so many great bale trailers out there, it's kind of not necessary if you ask me. But if you're looking to conserve space on your hard drive and you don't want too many mods, to find multi-purpose mods is great. So unfolding the ramps, button 5. Yeah, button 5 on my control deck, not the keyboard, Eustace. So there you have it. So that's it. Plain and simple. Put a little skid steer up there, put a tractor up there. Like I said, bales, pallets, whatever. I use it for my headers. So the black trailer here, it's identical to the yellow one. They just give you two different color choices. So obviously it's not dyeable. It's, two choices, black or yellow, with that one. As with the Gale trailer on the end, you can, choose any color you like available in the palette. The Trailtech trailers come in black. That's it. So those are not, that's what you see here is what you get. Okay, so now let's go ahead and I'll get these harvesters and equipment lined up, and then we'll do something to test with that. So let me pause the video quick so I don't have to bore you with that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is a little something I set up just to kind of illustrate a few things here. So this is a 41-foot standard New Holland header. So if you wanted to transport it on one of these trailers, you can't, because by the time the ramps fold up, as you see, we're already encroaching on the gooseneck barriers up there, so it won't fit. So you can fit probably like I did with the Kloss headers over there. There's a 9.5 and a 10.5 meter. Those will fit up here nicely because they fit on the little trailer. So that's about as big as I would go. And obviously if you had a huge 45-foot draper, it would hopefully come with a built-in trailer like the New Holland one does. So if you're looking at a large, massive header that's modded, make sure that it has a built-in trailer system. So, yeah, so that one is not going to work for that. So, but you can, obviously transport a lot of the smaller headers on there without a problem, and then they lock down. And you can put them on this as well. This one will fit on there, but it's a little bit of a tight squeeze. But I don't recommend it. Like I said, some of the smaller ones, forgive me, I'm just going to drop this. Okay. So as you see, let me tell you something before I forget. One thing I was very surprised at that I did not expect was your silage harvester, especially the Krone. I picked the Krone over the New Holland because this has the big fat tires and more wide wheelbase. So I figured if this baby fit up here, then the other one will. It fit up here quite nicely. I was a bit surprised with that. So there you go. You can use the smaller of the two trailers to transport your silage harvester. It's not going to work out with a combine this size. But as you see, the larger black trailer, the Trailtech, holds the combine quite nicely, and you even have room for, say, a small seed machine up there, or a sprayer on the back there, or a little trailer. So, as you see with this one, it's a little tight getting up there. Yeah. Let me just make sure it's not me. There we go. I'll turn the wheel the wrong way. Okay. Nice and slow. See, now, not liking that at all. Kind of has a soft spot in there. I could probably get through this by using all-wheel drive. Well, actually, can I even do that here? No, you can't even do drive control, all-wheel drive with that. But anyway, it thumped up there. Not a very smooth transition. The Trailtech one, it went right up there with virtually without a little blip. So, but it does fit up here, and obviously the CR10.90 is a pretty big harvester, but some of the smaller harvesters would probably go up there okay, but that little soft spot in the trailer, that bugs me. So yeah, so now I'll just do a little matchup just so you can see. I'm sorry about clearing my throat on the mic. I hope I didn't blow your eardrums out. I had a sip of hot coffee when I was off cam, and it was kind of like you feel it burning as it's going down. It's like, oh my gosh. All right, so as you see, you can put your Krone header disc cutter up here. I picked the disc because it was, obviously more wide than the folded corn cutter. I just want to see if this trailer's low enough to accept it. No. So you're not going to be putting the disc cutter on that. And that being said, you're probably not going to get it on any of the other trailers either, because it's pretty low. Lower than the low boy. Let's see. Put your corn header on this little... I don't even think I mentioned the name of this trailer. The Eager Beaver. Eager Beaver 20X PT. So let's see. I just want to see if I can... Yeah, so it'll go up on this one with a little bit of a scrape and a bump. So again, so far, I can haul... I mean, obviously a 45 or a 41 foot is going to be a little too much for the little Eager Beaver. I tried to put the 45 footer on there. The front half fit, obviously, but it hung off the back and it tilted the trailer up in the air when it's not hooked up. So not cool. no bueno. But this is the 10.5 meter class, and it fits on there beautifully. And what the nice feature about this is you can set the trailer to locking, to have the cargo locked before there's anything on it. That way when you drop the header on, it just automatically locks on there. So I like that a lot. And then, of course, this is the big 12-meter Capello corn header, and that fits on there fantastic. So makes for great header trailers. I am curious, however, how it would do on here. We should take this harvester off and check it out. Okay, so I positioned things a little better, and obviously before you put the header on, you want to make sure the ramps are folded up, because that's the way you're going to drive with it, so you might as well just leave them folded. But this fits the 41-foot header perfectly. So you can do anything from 41 feet down. And let's go ahead, and I already have the lock enabled on this trailer. This also does that, where you can enable it ahead of time and just drop it in place, and there you go. It's going to ride along quite nicely. So good news with that. So the Claas, obviously those will all fit on here. Big Bertha over there won't, but who cares, because it's got a built-in trailer. Harvester, silage harvester, anything of the like, that's going to fit on here. Let's see. So I'm going to put the harvester back on, and then we'll take them for a little test burst and show you how they move along. Test them on some hills. So be back in yet another second. Okay, so I lined it up so you didn't have the pain of seeing me do that, but I thought I'd show you how it goes up here. Nice and smooth, it just rides right up, just like a gentleman. There we go. See? No dipping. A little bit of tire skiddage back there. But for the most part, I think yeah. I'm homping on the gas pedal a little bit. So not too bad. So I have lock already enabled, so we'll jump out, put the ramps up, and seeing as how we're already in this guy, let's go ahead, give it a test. Let's see, are the support up? Yep, we got them up. And let's have some fun. Let's turn on our beacon lights. So let's go down this side. Hopefully we can stop. I think we can go up the other side. Can we? I think there's a entrance over there. If not, we'll just loop around. Yeah, so I thought there was another road leading up there from over there, but obviously not. So let me turn around. Hope I'm not making you throw up with the mouse. The mouse movement of my head. Let me hit button 10 and then lock that again, because I'm seeing some slippage here of the harvester. Yeah. Not liking that. Hopefully we'll stay clear of traffic. It would help if I'm... Yes. Go ahead. Thank you. Now, one thing I will say about these lowboy trailers is they're very low. It's kind of hard with some of the terrain. I can go up here and turn around. We might as well. I mean, we're here to test, right? You know, another thing, too, is I'm wondering, is maybe because it's not locking right because I left the harvester on. Let me shut it off. Let me straighten it out first, and we'll see if this happens again. Yeah, see, it's locked on there. Let's shut it off anyway. Okay. So we'll turn around up here in the BGA. Come on, truck. Yeah, it's getting caught on the ground with the track there. So probably going to have to rearrange that. Yeah. Okay. 1 sec. Okay, all sorted out here. Excuse me while I adjust my mic. Okay. So, yeah, it was stuck in this. There's a gully down here on this map. Kind of hard to see in the grass, but there is quite a deep depression. So it got stuck in there, so with all due fairness. Okay, so what I had to wind up doing was get one of the modded trucks that had all-wheel drive, that would work with my driver control mod, and I used that to pull it out of here. But under normal operating circumstances, let's see, let me not speak just yet, let me get it up the driveway. Yeah, this truck struggles with it. And the modded truck, because it has, you know, the differentials, it pulled it up here like gangbusters. So there she is over there, little Australian Kenworth. That's going to be featured in another mod episode. I wouldn't suggest using Vanilla Bean maybe with this. Well, I mean, on regular flat terrain, it's going to handle just fine. But when you have a lot of uneven surfaces, the trailer did fine. The truck struggled. Let's go back to the dealership with this as we drive on some flat road going uphill. And let's not get a running start. Let me stop. Hopefully that van... Oh, I knew he would do that. I knew he would do that, little bugger. And he's going to keep creeping up. He wants to keep the jam going. Make a nice wide turn. Just like playing Truck Simulator. He's got cars running everywhere here. So, this makes it. So it's doable. Or not. Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me show you while we're here. Let me put the supports down so we can lift the trailer back up. There we go. I'll unhook. And let me go get the Australian Beast. And let's see how it does. Okay. So I pulled back down the driveway just to give it a fair shot from a start, you know, from a stopping point. And look at that. Now let's see how it does in the driveway where we got stuck. We'll trace the same tire tracks. Okay, got a little skid action going on in the back there. But it pulled it right through. So this truck is a beast. And, you know, in all due fairness, I mean, this is a lowboy trailer. So it's very low to the ground. It's going to get caught on some, you know, marginally high inconsistencies in the pavement. And if you're going down those country dirt roads, you know, it may be a bit of a bounce. So this bad boy can drag it right over. I'm going to do a mod showcase. Now, check this out over here. I don't know what happened over here while we were gone. Holy moly. There we go. Yeah, so maybe it's asking a little too much for the Crone. Let's see, are the support feet? Yeah, they're already up, so yeah. So Crone is a little too much for this. But you could put a small tractor on here or whatever. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and let's lower the ramps. We'll take off the Crone and we'll put the New Holland up here. And I mean, the crone is pretty heavy. Hopefully we can get it down here without creating too much of a circus. There we go. Have to be realistic. You wouldn't see that little trailer pulling this thing in real life anyway. So, you know. All right, let's shut you off. Put you to bed. You've had a hard day. All right, let's see. I could probably get up here in cab better. There we go. Nice and easy. There we are. Oh, my brake pedal's a little fussy. See how she looks. And a little wonky, but we'll make sure that it locks. It says unlock load, but I'm going to toggle it just in case. So let's go ahead. Yeah, I mean, I think this will be okay. There we go. And we know how it goes downhill, so I'll go ahead and turn around and we'll come back uphill. Yeah, mule, yeah. Yeah, so there we go. So that works out just great. Let's see, we can do a little whip here. We'll really give this lock a test. We'll take this corner down here like a maniac and see what happens. A semi-maniac, I mean. Can't get too cray-cray with this truck. Doesn't have the power. There we go. So looking good. And I'm sure you can come up with a lot of your own ideas on other ways to use these trailers, you know, aside from their intended use. Like I said, I'm doing all kind of kooky things here. But as you see, this is what I generally use on a normal basis. I'm not playing with the header trailers no more. I can't stress it enough. I'm just not doing it. To me, it just takes too much time to fuss around with it. You know, trying to line it up perfectly and, you know, having another vehicle hooked up to the header trailer to make sure you can lock it in time before it falls off and all that. So, ooh, almost went down the gully. There we go. Stays on there quite nicely, as you see. We'll whip around that. There you go. All right. Let's pull him over here. All right, so attach load, button 4. Okay, so now it's locked. Supports are up. I forgot if this one, they auto come out. Okay. Yeah, this trailer, she's not handling it. Tilting around. I bet you it's going to tip over. Let's see. Well, probably won't. If it tips over, it'll take the truck with it. Let's see if we can get that tight turn that we got with the other one. No. See, so this one doesn't quite have that turning radius. And now I'm stuck. Let's see what happens if we do this. We just go like that. We might have to get the beast again. Might have to sick the beast on it. Yeah, of course. That's not going to happen. Okay, stand by. So, I had to get the beast because those cars really box it in. But this is a good time. Once I got it free, I decided to come back down this gully because I just wanted to show you something with this. Look at that. I mean, this thing just eats it up. It's a nasty, nasty truck. Nasty in a good way. So, overall, this trailer not too bad. I think I like the other one a little better, even though it's a little lower to the ground, only because the equipment seemed to go up on it a lot easier. But yeah, so I don't know if I've been terribly informative, but I hope you learned something. Hope you gained some information, and maybe some of these trailers have sparked your interest in trying out. Like I said, I will leave a link down at the description for them, and please do stay tuned for the other mod showcases I have coming. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and any questions or anything I can help you with, put your request down in the comments section, and of course any constructive criticisms or compliments, please feel free to put those down there as well. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. I hope you're having a great evening or a great day wherever you are in the world, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.